Exactly 3 months ago, I started a new YouTube automation channel and now it has made me over $8,000. And to immediately prove you that this actually happened, let's dive into my computer. Here is the channel that I told you about. So you can see here, $8,840. I'll go to settings so that you can see that the currency is set to US dollars on my screen so that you can see that it's still $8,840 made from AdSense alone in the lifetime of July 5 till October 15, with the first video being on July 15 right here. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly the step-by-step process that I have used to find this niche, build this channel, build the team around it, and use AI tools to make these videos for relatively cheap and get monetized within my first month and only posting 10 videos. Now, if you are new here, my name is cashflow. I've been running Faceless YouTube channels from Bali for the past 4 years, and I've also helped the people that you can see in screen here. These are real life client testimonials. I have helped these people reach between $3,000 and $15,000 a month with my 5M Faceless YouTube system. So how do you start a YouTube automation business while you are still working your 9-to-5 job? And that is without burning out, without having to guess what works, and without spending your whole paycheck on something that doesn't work. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I came up with this niche, how I built a channel, how I built a team, and then a 5-step approach that you can follow to do this and repeat this yourself. And if you implement this in the correct way and take action to the advice given in this video, who knows, at the start of 2026, you might also have a YouTube automation channel that is making you over $2,000 or $3,000 a month. And then at the end, I'll also share some mistakes that I've made with this channel that you should and that I will avoid in the future too. So before we dive in, guys, one more time, I started this channel on July 15th. On August 15th, after the first month, it got monetized. And now here, as you can see, in mid of September, it started making me over $200 a month, with the peaks here doing over $400 a day. Sorry, I mean $200 a day. And with the peaks here over $400 a day. And now it's hovering at the like $220 to $250 level. So before we dive into the fun stuff and the 5 steps, let me briefly tell you what YouTube automation actually is if you're still new to this online business model. So here's a very simple overview of how YouTube automation actually works. So a YouTube automation channel is nothing more than a standard YouTube channel. The only difference is that just like in this video right now, I'm recording myself and speaking myself. With YouTube automation, you outsource the work and the video production to freelancers, to AI, to stock material, whatever. So you don't usually show your face in those videos. And the workflow is kind of the same like a normal YouTube channel. You come up with a channel ID or a niche, you make that channel and do SEO, you produce videos in any way you like, you upload your videos to your YouTube channel, and then once you are eligible, you join the YouTube Partner Program, you put ads on your videos, and then you start making money from your ads. For this particular channel, my RPM, the money you earn per 1,000 views, is $9 to $10. So that is very high, which makes it easier for you to earn money for the views you are getting. Now, the main part of YouTube automation that you want to be focusing on is the channel ID or the niche, and then the video production. So which niche are you gonna get into? Which format of videos are you gonna be applying? Which types of videos are you gonna be making? And what is your testing plan for a niche going to be? Once you have discovered that, you're going to look into the video production, which is the second most important part of this business model. With the rise of AI, this video creation part has become very easy, quick, outsourced, and sometimes very cheap. But of course, there are still levels to the game where you can also hire very expensive people on Upwork or Fiverr or other online marketplaces to make videos for you. Now, again, in this particular channel that I talk about today, I've made the scripts, the voiceover, and the thumbnails with AI, but I hire people for my video editing because that gives it a bit of a human touch and, in my eyes, more of like a competitive advantage compared to competitors. Now, depending on your situation and how much money or time you can invest into this side hustle next to your job, you're gonna have to decide which niche and market fits you the best, and also which kind of videos fits you the best. So a lot of my clients that I have pulled up here, they didn't have a lot of disposable income, like maybe $400 or $500 a month to make their videos. So with the most people that are starting YouTube automation, I recommend them to make scripts and voiceovers with AI and then hire someone to make videos for them so that you still have like relatively good videos compared to a lot of competitors who use AI only. Now, once you've done these 2 steps, you have to start posting videos and hopefully get views. Now, you need 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers to enter the YouTube Partner Program. Once you apply and you get accepted, then you can place mid-roll ads on your videos. And if I go back to my own channel really quick here again, you can see here that in the past, this is in a lifetime view, the average RPM is $8.81. So if I filter it on the last 28 days, let's see if it changes. So it's $9.7 in the last 28 days. Here it got 720,000 views. And in the last 28 days, it made almost $7,000 in AdSense revenue. And this is purely from the mid-roll ads I placed on these videos. So very simply said, the only thing you need to do to succeed with YouTube automation is find a market where you can have a competitive advantage, where there's not too many competitor channels yet, and where there's people that want to watch your videos. And then you make these videos and leverage AI or freelancers to make them for a cheaper price than what you're gonna earn from the videos, basically. So in my channel's case, this channel, the 10-minute videos, I pay my editor $24 for them. So if my RPM is, let's say, $10 for the ease of the calculation, I just need 2,400 views on one video to be break even. Any more views I get after that is profit for me. And if you post a video every day or every other day, and let's say every video starts making $10, $20, $50, $100 of profit, that is how you leverage AI and freelancers and YouTube automation to make a lot of money from. And the beauty is that once these videos are live, which if you have a full team hired, the process is almost automated. It doesn't cost you a lot of time to run these channels. Before we dive into the 5 steps, guys, comment challenge under this video and I'll send you the link to free access to my 5-day Faceless YouTube Automation Challenge, in which you learn from A to Z how to build an AI-generated YouTube automation business and make over 3K a month with. So everyone, now that you know the basics of YouTube automation, I'm going to walk you through the 7-step system that I use to find these channels, start, and then build and scale them up. So let's dive straight in with step number 1. So the first thing you need to do when you start a YouTube automation channel is find your niche and your sub niche. And in my 5M system, I basically call these the market and the model, where the niche is basically the overarching niche that you're going to be making your videos in. And then the model is basically the type of videos you're going to be making. Think about top 10 videos, news videos, documentary style videos, whatever, like these listicle types, basically what your channel is really about and which kind of viewers you want to attract, which can be very different from the niche, because the niche can be, let's say, history. And I'm going to show you like 2 example channels to explain to you what the difference actually is. And then within history, you can do a lot of different things in terms of these listicles, which historical topic you talk about, and so on and so on. All right. So the main niche research method that I have been using, that my clients have been using in these past 6 to 12 months, is basically finding working niches from other channels and then mimicking these topics and niches to another new market, but basically copying the format, so the model of those videos. So I'm gonna show you the 2 channels that I'm gonna give the example for in this case. So this channel here is Frugal Solutions, which is basically a channel that talks about how Amish live their life and how they do things, basically. As you can see here, how Amish preserve meat without refrigeration, how Amish heat their living room, how Amish heat their homes, how Amish store food for 20 years without refrigeration. Again, I can speak that word properly. Now, the example channel I'm gonna show you is basically a copy for this, but as you can see, they did it for Vikings, as you can see, right? So here is how Vikings survived the coldest nights of the year, how Viking blacksmith turned mud into axes, how Viking masters turned black mud into swords, how Vikings store food for 1,000 years, see? So this channel started, let's see, around 5-6 months ago, and this channel started over 1 year ago. So basically, what the Viking channel does is just look at the topics of these Amish videos. So how the Amish store food for 20 years without keeping it cold, basically. And then here they go like, hey, how Vikings store food for 1,000 years without refrigeration, see? So it's exactly the same title, basically, and the same video topic, but it's about Vikings instead of Amish people. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna look for channels that are doing well. Now, what is a channel that does well? If you get the vidIQ extension and you click on view channel stats, you can see that this channel is almost making almost 900,000 views every single month. Now, their videos are 20 to 30 minutes long, here even like 40 minutes. So again, their RPM is probably gonna be between $10 and $15. This is a bit of a wild guess, but for longer videos, you get more money. So I think it's very reasonable to go for like $10 to $15. So let's say on the lower end, it's $10 per 1,000 views. This channel would make close to $9,000 every single month from AdSense revenue alone. Now, if you post, let's see how many videos they post a month. Can we see that here? So here, 4 uploads a week. So let's say they do like 15 videos a month. It's gonna cost them maybe like $600-700 to run this channel, and they make back $9,000 from it in revenue. And that is where, again, the leverage comes in. Now let's see this Viking channel, how many views they are getting. So they are getting only 140,000 views, which is a lot lower, of course, but still, if they make like $2,000 a month from this channel, it still is profitable. And if you outsource it to a team, it will cost you like a few hours a week to run this. And then you can make more videos on this channel, you can scale up your channels, and you can do other things in the meantime. So this goes basically over the market, the niche, and the model of how you find your niches. Of course, there's a lot of different niche research methods, which you can watch other videos for on my channel on how to do. But this is basically the bread and butter of YouTube automation. You find what works and then you mimic it to another market. And you can see that even the thumbnail style with like the white bar, copy them, 200 IQ, see, they copy all these things from other channels, but just in another niche. And yeah, how ethical this is, you gotta decide for yourself. But in a way, these videos are way different from these because the topic is so much different, but they just mimic what works instead of trying to reinvent the wheel themselves. So this is how you do step 1, which is niche research and finding your format. Again, if you want more lessons on how to find your niches, like the research methods, go to the other videos on my channel or join the free challenge in which I show you multiple niche research methods. Now it's time for step number 2, which is building the channel and the branding of the channel. So once you've decided on the niche market that you are going to make, in this case, let's say you're going to do this Viking channel that is based off the Frugal Solution channel, you want to set up your channel and then do the branding and SEO basically. So with this method, it's very easy to do branding because you basically pick what works for another channel in terms of the thumbnails, and then you just replicate that to yourself, right? The only thing you have to do is think like, okay, mine is about Vikings instead of about Amish people. So obviously in the thumbnails, you're going to use like Viking style thumbnails and people and personas. Now, the way I make my channels with this method is basically with the help of ChatGPT. So I have this YouTube brand prompt that basically you feed, if you give it this prompt and then you add some images from the channel that you're mimicking, but tell it like, hey, this is a channel we are mimicking for, let's say, the Viking channel, it's going to give you the content pillars, the visual branding, the channel positioning and angle, the SEO and branding keywords, and the monetization method. Basically everything you need. So it's gonna tell you basically how to make the logo, how to make the banner, which colors for the background and foreground work well with this Viking niche basically. And then you also feed it some like Viking keywords basically based on vidIQ or on YouTube, what you can find. And then it gives you literally all the channel SEO too. So the branding and the SEO channel building is very, very easy with approaching this style basically. Now, like I said, the SEO, this is step 3 of the channel. YouTube automation channels are usually based on browse and suggested views, but you still want to give it SEO keywords and hashtags so that the YouTube algorithm understands what your channel is about and who it is for. So again, I made a very in-depth AI prompt with ChatGPT, where if you say that your channel is about, let's say, Vikings in this case, and you feed it some Viking type keywords, like some history type keywords that you find on your competitor channels or on vidIQ, this is going to give you your SEO video description, your SEO tags, your hashtags, your pinned comments, your channel intro, and basically the channel tags and the video tags. So this is literally like a 10-15 minute work to just, you find a few tags that are examples of what your niche is going to be. You feed this prompt to it with those tags, and then it gives you the video template description, the channel introduction, and the SEO tags for everything basically. A lot of people overthink SEO nowadays. I believe with the channels that I run, you don't need a lot of SEO because people aren't actively searching for these videos. But if the YouTube algorithm knows if someone is interested in history channels or like Vikings, and you have some Vikings SEO on your channel, YouTube knows to push your channel to these kind of people. So basically, if you do this, it's going to cost you like 10-15 minutes to build your YouTube automation channel. Okay, so now that we know which niche and format we want to do, now that we have our channel built and our SEO done, there's only one thing left, and that is starting to build our videos and start posting and get into the YouTube partner program so we can monetize our channel. So let's dive in how to make YouTube videos for YouTube automation. So once you have your niche and your format done, you're going to start making your videos. So this is basically the 5 things you need to build a YouTube automation video. So it's first of all having an ID, then you're going to write a script, then you're going to record a voiceover, you're then going to edit the video, and then you're going to make a thumbnail, and then you can upload your video to YouTube. Now, the video ID, when you're starting out, should be fairly simple because, again, we're going to look at the competitor like mimic channel that we're going to mimic. We're going to filter on their most popular videos, and then we're going to see, okay, which of these topics are doing well and can we mimic to our own channel basically. And you can see that here, that for example, which one was it? It was the most popular one here. See, like one of their most popular one with like how they refrigerate their food is also a topic that they keep on doing here. See, like how they keep the heat in their homes, how to refrigerate the food and keep it well. So basically, you can just mimic their top like 10-15 video topics and replace the word Amish with Vikings in this case. You can also just go to ChatGPT, make images of like 20 of their videos, and then tell ChatGPT, hey, based on these video titles, give me 20 new video titles, but for a Viking style channel about this topic, and maybe come up with like 5 creative new ones that you can think about too. It sounds too simple to be true, but this is literally how I built that one channel that I showed at the start of this video based on a competitor channels, took the exact same titles, but just changed the topic of the videos basically. So you're going to feed that in ChatGPT or just take the top like 10-15 ones. I would recommend you to test 15 new videos at least on a new channel to test if it's going to hit or not. So once you know the video IDs you're going to be making, it's time to start writing your scripts. Now, again, there's multiple ways to write your script. You can write a script yourself. You can use AI to write a script. And then there's also different AI tools to write your script with, like ChatGPT or Claude. You can also hire someone on Upwork or Fiverr to write your script for you. Now, what I would recommend you do is to write it yourself with AI when you're starting out. So the easiest thing to do this is, let's say if you go to your competitor video here. So we're going to pause this ad. So in the description, you're going to click on more, and then you're going to scroll down here and click on show transcript. It's going to show the transcript of that video on the right bar. You're going to toggle the timestamps, and now you're just going to copy this whole script. You're going to copy it and you're going to put it into ChatGPT, and you're going to make like a separate chat with the YouTube script prompt basically. Now you're going to tell ChatGPT, hey, break down this script for me and give me like a chapter based script and on like a template that I can use for my future videos. And this way, you know how they write their winning intros, because this video got 2.3 million views. You know how they do their intro and their body and their outro, which the format of that script you can then take for your own channel basically. And then if you divide it up in these chapters with sub-chapters, you can easily tell, hey, ChatGPT, instead of making this topic about the Amish people, let's make this topic for the Vikings, and then it's going to write this chapter by chapter for you for the Viking market basically. So that is how you're going to be writing your scripts. I would recommend you to do like 5 scripts and then start making the voiceovers and the videos out of these 5 so that you can make them, test them, start uploading quick, and then iterate and improve after that. So once you have done your script, you're going to be making your voiceover. Now, again, you can do the voiceover yourself if you have a good microphone. You can hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork. I would highly recommend you to use 11 Labs for your voiceover. This is the best AI voiceover tool there is now. YouTube will monetize your videos with AI voiceovers. All my channels, all my clients' channels are done with 11 Labs. So yeah, this will save you a lot of time and money. So just make an account in 11 Lab. You upload your PDF file with your script. You choose a voice narrator that fits your market, depending on the niche that you are in. And then you just click generate, and within a few minutes, you will have a 15 or 20 minute voiceover ready and done. So now that we have our script and our voiceover, it is time to edit our video. Now, again, there's multiple ways to edit your videos, which range in price. If you do it yourself, it's gonna be free. You can get stock material subscriptions for like website with stock material to make your videos. You can make AI image slideshows if you want. My recommendation would be to hire someone. I would just go to a site like Upwork, go for a YouTube automation video editor, like make a job post for YouTube automation video editor. Again, if you want a template to hire these people, join my free school challenge that I told you at the beginning. Comment challenge if you want to join that. I have a template that you can use to basically hire people and get the best price and everything. Again, if you're going to edit yourself, it's going to cost you a lot of time and it's probably going to look very ugly. I would always recommend anyone to just hire someone because the editing really is a tedious part. Now, just let me show you a little part of this Viking channel and how they edit their videos.
Still used in traditional cabins today. Some scholars say these homes rival the thermal efficiency of small modern houses, all without metal, wires, or a single thermostat.
So as you can see, this channel uses a mix of like image slideshows and then also some real life material from probably a series or a movie or something to make their videos. See, this is from the Viking show, I think. There's some images. So this is why you want to hire a video editor to do these, because imagine having to find like so many of these shots from movies and series and put it in like an 11-minute long video yourself. It's a very long, tedious work. So I would recommend you to hire someone for like $20 to $30 per video to do this for you. Again, there's a lot of ways you can make videos. You can do AI slideshow images. You can do stock material. You can do this. I think the best way to go is by hiring a video editor to do these, because this way the video is just going to be a lot more engaging and they are going to find the material and match it with your script and voiceover, which viewers will probably appreciate. So now that we have our channel made, SEO done, and our videos produced, all that we have to do is make a thumbnail. So that's basically the image that you see on YouTube before clicking a video. And then we can start posting to our new channel. So nowadays, what most people do for their channel and their thumbnails is make AI generated images and then just make some text on that with Canva or Photoshop. So as you can see, all these images are AI generated, either with Midjourney or with Pixels. I will link that in the description so you can see to use it. These are like paid softwares, but it makes your life very easy, especially in like the history niche where it's probably hard to find images and content that relate to your niche and channel. So with this tool, like with this topic, for example, like how they store food 1,000 years ago, like you're not gonna find a real life image of a guy holding some sausages, like a Viking holding some sausages online anymore, right? So with these AI tools like Pixels, you can say, hey, make me a 1,000 after Christ image of a Viking holding some sausages standing in a snowy area or something. And then it's gonna produce these images for you. I will make another video that goes in depth on how to make these, but for now, for these channels, use one of these AI tools for the thumbnails and then just paste some text on it. Of course, thumbnails go very deep and it really depends on the channel that you're doing, how well you want to do them. It also depends per niche what people like to see for thumbnails. But again, if you find a channel that does it like this and you're gonna mimic this channel, just do what they do, but for your own market, and then just put the text on there. Now, last thing, if you're really not creative and really do not know how this works, either watch some YouTube videos on how to create thumbnails, or again, go to Upwork and hire a thumbnail editor who makes your thumbnails for like $5 to $10 per thumbnail. So guys, this is from A to Z how you start, how you find the niche, how you build your channel, and how you make your videos. Now we got to start having an upload schedule to basically test our niche and format and see if it's going to perform. Now, what I usually do for new channels is post one video every other or every 2 other days. So basically like 15 videos a month I try to test, and then I will see if my channel hits, if my views are increasing, if I have momentum with my channel, and if people like to click my videos basically. So with YouTube automation, you will have to accept that not every channel and niche you're going to test is going to work. What you want to do is test a lot, and what gets through the algorithm, you want to scale up. So again, if you're starting out, aim for like 10 to 15 videos per month. And once you hit the 10 to 15 video mark on your channel, see if you have like an increasing line of momentum in your views and impressions. And if nothing hits above like 40, 50 views, kill the channel and find a new niche. If a few videos get over like 100, 1,000 views, then you know that you should probably continue building that channel out. And again, this channel that I showed at the start, it got monetized within 1 month. So it doesn't have to take very long for you to see if a channel gets momentum or not, and if the algorithm is picking up your channel. My main tip here would be, do not get stuck on one single channel for too long. There's a lot of people in the YouTube automation space and a lot of programs that be like, yeah, just upload for 6 months on a channel and you will get into the algorithm. I strongly disagree with this. I think that you should test more in a shorter time instead of putting all your eggs in one basket for like 6 months, because if the niche is bad, it's even not going to work if you spend like 6 months on it. And as I showed you at the start, it can happen within 1 or 2 months if you're in the right niche. Now we have our full channel set up, we have our strategy in place, and we're going to be producing videos. The next thing is we want to monetize our channel and start earning money. So this is basically M5 that I cover in my like M5 system for YouTube automation. As I said before, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel to enter the YouTube Partner Program. From that moment on, you can put ads on your videos and you start earning a certain amount of dollars per 1,000 views, which is called your RPM. Now again, on my channel, as I showed at the start, it's like $9.7 per 1,000 views. So basically, if you get 1 million views, you will be making like $9,700 a month. If you get half of that amount of views, you will make half of that amount of money. Now, the reason why your niche and the video length is so important is because, let's say this channel makes like $9 per 1,000 views. You can also be in, let's say, a sport niche or a sport channel that only gets $3 per 1,000 views. That would mean that you need 3 times as much views to make the same amount of money that this particular channel is making. So this is very hard for beginners, but once you're longer in the game, you start understanding how the RPM works and which niches would get what kind of RPM. But it's very important to pick a niche that has decently high RPM so that you don't need that many views to make a good income from these channels. Because the higher RPM, the more leverage you have and the easier it is to be break even with your channel and basically scale it up and hire people to do the work for you. Now, once you start getting momentum, once your subscribers start growing, and once you have like more legitimacy with your channel, you can start adding affiliate link, digital products, or brand deals to your channel. This is not something that beginners should focus on, in my opinions. I think if you have a new channel that is faceless and that doesn't have a lot of subscribers yet, no one is going to click your affiliate link or buy your digital products. So I would just focus on finding niches and testing niches and not on adding affiliate links and digital products to your store yet. So this is more like advanced once your channel is proven to work. The third point here is very important. Reinvest profits into better editing or scaling. Once you start making money, improve your video quality, improve your script quality, hire better people, and really set your channel apart from the competition so that you create a bigger barrier of entry for your market. Nowadays with AI, if you do not do this, a lot of people can easily remake your channels with AI. Like I literally showed you in this video, it's so easy to find a channel and mimic it and make videos nowadays. So once you start making money and your channel proved to work, first of all, reinvest in better script writers and video editors and thumbnail editors to make your videos harder to copy, increase your click-through rate, increase your view duration, and this way YouTube will basically prefer your channel over new competitors in the market. Now, once your channel is established, you're making good money for it, you want to start scaling your channel. So there's basically a few things that you have to focus on, starting with reinvesting the profits and hiring a better team. Once you have a channel that has consistent revenue for like 2, 3, 4 months, you can basically automate the channel by getting a manager or by doing it yourself, but letting your editor upload your videos and thumbnails and stuff. And that way, if you have a full team, you can start focusing on new projects. So the first thing I would do, if you have, let's say, this Viking channel that is monetized now, I would make more channels in the history niche, maybe even specifically in the Viking niche, that will talk about Viking related stuff. Because if you have a channel that gets like 1 million views a month, you can redirect that traffic to your new channel. And that way it's easier to start and kickstart that new channel views and subscribers. So it's easier to monetize it. So for example, for the channel that I showed you at the start, I already made 4 new channels in that same niche market. And 2 of them got monetized within a month too. And now we're making a few $100s a day too. So once you have one channel up, double down on the market and try to dominate that market instead of letting other people come into that market and steal your views basically, right? Now to make a quick calculation, how to like leverage this, let's say one video will cost you $50 to make. So one video is $50 if you get like a good editor and a good scriptwriter, for example, right? Let's say you post 15 videos every single month. That's $750. Now, I already showed you that my channel made $8,800 or something. So I literally make 8K profit if I fully outsource the videos of this channel to my team. And all I have to do is give them 15 topics a month. They upload the video. I just schedule in the videos and give the titles and the thumbnails to the videos, which will cost you like an hour a week, maybe. Now, the other $8,000 I made from this channel, I used, let's say, $2,000 of that to make those 4 new channels. The other $4,000 you can reinvest it into other stuff. You can make more channels if you want, but this is the leverage of this whole business model. One channel costs you like $1,000 a month to run, for example. If you make 3, 4, 5, 6K profit from it, you can reinvest that in new channels, dominate your market, and then use the other money for your living expenses or for other investment, for example. And that is how you scale up your channels. So this is the full 7-step system on starting, building, and scaling YouTube automation channels. Now, I'm gonna give you one mistake and takeaway that I made with one of these channels. Not the one I showed you at the start, but basically a mimic channel from that again. And the mistake I made for this channel, it had really good momentum, but I made this mistake and then it basically killed all the momentum. And now for the past 2 months, it's not really been getting any views anymore, while it first was sitting at like $70, $80 a day. So the mistake I made on this channel, it's a long form channel, like 15-minute long videos. The mistake I made is that I started posting shorts and live streams on this channel that did long form videos. And literally in the week that I did the shorts and the long form videos or the live streams, my long form views just disappeared. Like it stopped pushing my long form views on YouTube. Even I just posted like 1 or 2 shorts that got a few thousand views. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how the algorithm works. This is just what I and a lot of my clients and friends have seen happening to your channel. If your format is long from 15-minute long videos, for example, do not post shorts or live streams or anything else on that channel, because it really can do something to your algorithm and basically make you lose your momentum. So yeah, if you do long form, only do long form to be safe. So guys, this is how I made over $8,000 within 90 days with a new YouTube automation channel, and how you can too. I hope everything was valuable. I hope you understand everything. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Now, last thing, if you are serious about changing your life, join the Faceless YouTuber School community. It's my community in which I have my full 5M system on how to start and scale these YouTube automation channels. It has a full course with templates that you can implement to start your channel quick. It has all these AI prompts that I showed you in this video on how to quickly start, how to quickly find your niches, do the SEO, build your channel, come up with topic ideas. And it also has templates on hiring on Upwork to find the best editors for your channel. It's just $60 a month. The yearly plan is 40% off, and you get 3 free one-on-one coaching calls with me. So if you want to build your channel before the end of the year and maybe also make over 3K a month, join the Faceless YouTuber School by clicking the link in the description. Now guys, if you want to start this but you are not sure which niche to get into, watch the video on screen here, because I cover the best 5 niches to start with in Q4 2025. So click the video right here.